stop.
Well, you did it. You came through the door, didn't you? You found your way down the stairs. You braved the curtain of cobwebs. You braved the dank and the must and the moist. And you finally got here, didn't you? The dank basement. You finally arrived. It's time for the Schmalzler Fest edition. Pinch Witcha Squinty 2024 Schmalzler edition. Now, I don't want you to get all nervous on me now. I want you to get a cocktail. Get something to drink. Right now, if you don't drink alcohol, I want you to get yourself a coffee. If you're down on caffeine, then you got to go get yourself a nice herbal tea and get yourself a nice, deep, high colonic. Because you need help. Now, I don't mean to be owly so early in the evening, but I am frankly a little bit peeved. How dare they ruin my porn? We're going to talk about that too. But first of all, I'd like to send a couple of shout outs. First of all, the minute I poured this, it's a little bit of Johnnie Walker Double Black, splash of water, probably too many ice cubes, but you know me, I'm a Yank. TC in England, I thought about you when I poured this. So also that led me to think about my pal Uncle Phil Seller. And I haven't spoken to him in a couple of years, but dude, if you still want those burnt peanuts, man, let me know. We'll take care of you. I'll do anything in my power. I'm here to please. Also, también a mi amigo perdido con quien casi nunca puedo hablar, Jucar Experience. Jucar Experience en España. Señor, qué falta de respeto que tenemos. ¿Verdad? Porque no, nunca más comunicamos, ¿ah? ¿Ah? ¿Qué pasa contigo? ¿Estás vivo? All right. And I'd also like to send a big shout out to Kevin D. Shinduk, lost somewhere in British Columbia, you poor SOB. Miss talking to you too. To my buddy that is on the other coast of Canada, the big BJ himself, doing what he must do to keep his province safe. Thank you for the friendship, and I'm glad we finally got in contact. To everybody else that has just recently joined the channel or come back to us after a long time, because I was gone a long time, thanks for joining us. In advance, before we start the festivities, I would like to point you towards the subscribe button. If you have not subscribed, do it. Please. If you are subscribed, be sure to tap the notification bell and custom tailor your settings, so that you will be advised when I upload new content. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to comment, please do so. Let's keep it respectful with each other, but you can insult the piss out of me. I'm immune. I'm rubber, you're glue, and everything bounces off of me and sticks to your sister's face. And with that, let's have a sip. Come on, do you have coffee? Soda pop? You got a glass of water. It's bad luck to toast with a glass of water. Here. Get something. Okay. Here's to you and here's to me, and hope we never disagree. But if by chance we disagree, up yours. Here's to me. So I commented that it's Schmalzler season, and in fact it is. Usually starts right around Oktoberfest time, very early October, late September, and lasts almost through Christmas. Perfect time of year to do Schmalzler when the fall air is crisp and fairly dry. It's a marvelous snuff to warm the nose. Nicotine content is typically not bad, but it's not going to blow your doors off either. Now, I really want to know if this is what I think it is. If it is, this is a Sternecker Schmalzler that I bought like 9 years ago. So, and it's been in my snuff fridge this entire time. Please read for me. Is that what it is? Can you see it? Might be too shiny or something, bad light, I don't know. Well, if you know, or if you don't, comment. Thank you. But this is in absolutely beautiful shape after being stored tightly closed in this light-proof jar, more or less light-proof, dark cobalt blue, and kept away from light and heat. Obviously, it was in the fridge. It is every bit as moist and together as I would expect from a Schmalzler that had been properly stored. One nice thing about Schmalzlers is because they are oiled, they tend to have a pretty good shelf life, even without refrigeration. But this one is just prime. So I'm going to do a pinch. Will you indulge me? Thank you very much. This is a good time for you to pinch something because, after all, this is a pinch Witcha Squinty. Here we go. Oh shit. There it goes, flying all over the place. And me without a hanky. I got the trusty roll of paper towels down here. I'm reduced to honking into paper towels. I warn you, Schmalzler is messy. And the forward drip, mucus production, is usually pretty profuse. Blowing your nose into a white paper towel like this would result in a piece of art, I'm sure. I don't want to see it, and you won't see mine. But I may get messy, and I may have to blow my nose in just a little bit here. It's so good, though. I gotta shovel some more. Now, it's really good. I'm doing this inside, of course, but it would be great to take a big nose full of this and go out in the yard and rake leaves or something. It's perfect for when the temperature is like 15 degrees Celsius. It's like perfect, 14. And the aroma of the snuff can really bloom in your nose. Das ist gut. Gunther was right. Korrekt, Gunther. Der Schmalzler. But I wax poetic. No, it's really good. It's fantastic. So why did they ruin my porn? Why? Okay, first of all, porn for a blind guy is, how do I describe it? Bad dialogue, fake moaning, and shitty music, basically. And the occasional slork. And I think you know what I'm talking about. No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there for me. Although I do like some of the setups. Oh, stepmom is stuck with her head in the dryer again, wearing only her thong. What will the evil stepson do to help stepmommy out? It's great. But if I did want to go porn, I don't go watch porn if I could, like really benefit, get the full fruits of the porn. No, I'm not talking about gay porn. But if I could get the full juicy, slorky, yummy, delicious visuals, girls with acne on their asses and everything, it'd be so cool. But I can't. But if I did, if I could see, I would be really upset. Look, I'm sure our vice president is physically lovely. I've never seen her, but I've heard she's an attractive lady. But something about her voice just freaks me out. It doesn't freak me out. It just kind of makes me cringe or get chills on the back of my neck, like I'm getting ready to be attacked from behind, and my dick shrinks. And anyway, let that settle in. So what they're doing, the Kamala Harris, I keep doing that. God dang it. No disrespect, Madam Vice President. Seriously, I don't know why. I have no idea why it comes out with the accent on the second syllable. I'm so sorry. But anyway, her team, her campaign, they bought ads on YouPorn against Trump, anti-Trump ads. Okay, to run right before the porno movie. So I'm getting ready. because I'm going to be watching some really hilarious midget stuck porn with a nuclear-powered pansexual rotopluker or something, sex machine, and it's gonna be like the best porno ever. And I got my juicy lube here. I got my big roll of paper towels. I'm ready. And the last thing I hear before the porn kicks out is is I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message. They ruined porn. This is the party that has supported porn for centuries. Back in Pompeii, before it got destroyed by the volcano. The Democrats in Pompeii wanted more porn. Sodom and Gomorrah. Democrats were always about the porn. And now, fast forward to 2024, and they're ruining the porn by putting, I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message, right before I get to hear the slork. That's quite lovely. A rather stout drink, I might add. But I'll take my time, as I will with more of this delicious Schmalzler. You know, for the novices, you experts already know all this stuff, but for somebody that's just getting into snuff, Schmalzler is one of 3 classifications, I guess, of snuff in Germany. One of the classifications for things you put up your nose to give yourself pleasure other than cocaine is called Schnupfpulver. Schnupfpulver is made with a base of grape sugar or Traubenzucker, and it's mentholated, typically has a mint or another fruit scent in it. There are several of them, many of them made by Perschel under the brand names Perschel and Ozona. But there are others as well. Bernard's, I believe they still make the non-tobacco sniffing powders, they may not, but they had a couple of very good ones, and of course Perschel also has the Schneeberg Weiss. This does not include herbal snuffs made in other countries or in Germany. The second is Schnupftabak. Schnupftabak is snuff. It's milled tobacco that's been fermented or scented or treated to make it pleasant to sniff and provide nicotine through the mucosa of the nose. And the third one is our friend, the Schmalzler. Schmalzler is cured often with fire, and then it's fermented after being like mid-cured. If I understand the process correctly, and I'm probably screwing it up completely, I probably misunderstood the whole thing, but the result is you get a fairly moist, fairly coarse, that's moderate to moderate high in nicotine. And then the way it is prepared for use is to be fatted or to have some kind of fat added to it or oil. They used to, back around the Second World War, Perschel sold Schmalzler. It was all ready to go, but it had not yet been oiled. And people would take it home and typically use clarified butter to moisten up the Schmalzler and make it nicer to sniff. The oil serves 2 purposes. Not only does it keep the snuff moist, but it also helps with the uptake of nicotine. Nicotine is a water soluble, but it's still, don't ask me why, maybe it's because it keeps it in the nose for a little bit longer, allowing the mucosa to more completely absorb the nicotine. The best for someone with my tolerance, which is pretty high, is right around 6 on a 1 to 10 scale, where 1 is no perceptible nicotine and 10 is maybe possible it could make you sick. So this is about a 6 with my tolerance. You might find it a 7 for this particular Schmalzler. And that's typical of Schmalzlers. Now, nowadays, people don't use clarified butter or chicken fat or anything like that, the schmaltz that's added to the Schmalzler, which I understand from a German friend, it should be said Schmalzer, not Schmalzler, even though there's an L in it. But I always mess that up, just like Miss Harris's name. Yeah, this is very, very good, whatever it is. It has a little bit of raisin and or fig to it. I mean, there's the expected stone fruit. There's something that's a little bit like caramel, and it's got a boozy edge to it. I'm going to do another pinch. Ein Prosit! Ach, du Liebe. Gunther. Fick mich, du miserabel Son. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Das ist gut. Now you've heard my brilliant German, which really isn't. Freudigkeit. Oh, that is good. That is a good Schmalzler, Gunther. The Scheiße ist gut. Ich komme. They even ruined my German porn, for fuck's sakes. Kamala Harris. Right in front of Stepmommy's blowbang. For God's sakes, have you no shame? Stepmommy's blowbang will never be the same. Never mind the interracial midget porn. I'm heartbroken. Not really. I think it's time for the disclaimer, which is probably a little late. Remember, these videos are intended for adult audiences over the age at which, in your area of residence, you can legally buy tobacco and or cannabis. Usually that means 21 in most jurisdictions. If you are under that age, while you might find my videos entertaining, I ask you to go elsewhere. There's all kinds of cool shit on the internet, but please avoid porn unless you want to hear Kamala Harris saying, "I'm Kamala Harris and I approve this message," with a big yellow school bus and a Venn diagram. Sorry about that. I was taken for just a second. Second part of the advisory is these videos are not intended in any way to promote tobacco or marijuana use. These substances are used customarily by adults, but if you don't currently use, why start? I'm not trying to get you another vice into your life. So please take all of this as entertainment value, but if you don't use now, don't start. Thank you. Thirdly, I do not represent any snuff mill, snuff vendor, or snuff importation association. All I do is comment, review, and try to make a joke once in a while out of a product that has existed for over 500 years. So there. I do not monetize this channel because my compensation truly is your participation. Feel free to use the comments section, but please be respectful to everybody. You don't have to be respectful to me because I can take it. All right. Oh my God, 3 blind mice. How fucking hilarious is that? Oh, and then it just went away. Oh, it's one of these like mixtape of piano roll music. I use the piano roll music so I don't take a copyright strike from YouTube. I have no idea how to license music. Not with 3,200 subscribers. I really don't. Especially since I don't monetize the channel. There's a couple of reasons I don't. This is for fun. I can be a little sloppier with it if I'm not trying to make money off of it. And it's a full-time job to monetize a YouTube channel, build a Patreon, get merch, and then sell the merch, distribute the merch. I could be doing all of those things. Somebody asked me if I was ever going to make my own snuff. A quick story about that. A few years ago, when OSP was in existence, Chris and I were talking at great length about the unclesquinty coffee snuff. For me, a coffee-scented snuff is my holy grail. A couple have come close. Abraxas Cafe 11 for a dessert coffee was absolutely brilliant. And of course, Samuel Gowith's Black Arabica is about as close to a black coffee scented snuff as you can get. But I was still looking for something better. Well, Chris and I did a bunch of research on it. I was all set to do the Uncle Squinty Holy Grail coffee snuff, copyright. And we discovered the cost of coffee extract, natural coffee extract, because I was not about to use any kind of artificial aroma in my snuff. If it was going to carry the name of this channel, my name, my trademark, it had to be natural and really, really good. Two huge problems. Well, one is a problem and the other is maybe not a problem, maybe a potential benefit. First of all, coffee extract is incredibly expensive. Like per ounce, it's about equal to the price of gold, I think. It's very, very high. Secondly, because it is a coffee extract, it is supercharged beyond human endurance with caffeine. You even have to be careful when you handle it with your fingertips, just as you do with e-liquid for vaping. Shall we do another pinch? Let us do another pinch. And this would have, of course, added a huge jolt of natural caffeine to the scent, to the snuff. I mean, so yes, I'd get the lovely coffee, sort of an espresso sort of scent. Oh, please don't get me started on Toke Espresso. Please do not get me, don't. Why did I say espresso? Jesus, I did it to myself again. I'm going to lose my mind. Toke Excuso? Oh, God. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. I've just been ass raped by my own memory. God. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, Roderick. It's really not that bad. It's just not that good. But coffee extract proved to be really expensive, but I was looking for a good, strong espresso coffee. Maybe lightly sweet, maybe a hint of amaretto. We were talking quite a lot about it. But the costs of even the initial batch, the beta test batch, was going to be well into the near $1,000 range for what we were able to do. And if we had to buy an entire ounce of the extract, it was going to be closer to 2,000. So we abandoned the idea. Yes, I have thought of going to Roderick and Six Photo and talking with them about it. Minimum quantities, labeling costs, how much to ship it, and all of the other costs involved with producing a snuff. And of course, it would be an investment and I would have to pimp the hell out of it, which is not the purpose of this channel. But thanks for asking. I think before I finally leave this earth, there may be one last project, and that may be the Uncle Squinty coffee snuff. Here we go. Leckert. That's so tasty. It's a good Schmalzler. Please, again, I'm going to hold up this before I bundle this back into the snuff fridge. I don't know if you can read this. Is this my precious Sternecker? I don't remember, truthfully. It's been years, obviously. Well, I hope that whatever's left of your weekend is entertaining. I hope you can relax. Remember, the world is going to shit, but you've got nasal snuff to keep you from smelling it. From the dank basement, God bless you. Dios te bendiga más. Para mis amigos que hablan español, muy pronto aquí en el Paul Schalbetter YouTube channel. Nos vemos. I love it. I think I'm going to just listen to the Ricky Tick piano, the way they used to play it back in 1918. It's a piano roll for a player piano machine. All the latest jams that they couldn't play, they could listen to them anyway. The family would sing, the people would clap, stomp their feet. It was a party grand piano with that moving paper roll, all little punchy holes in it. Kind of makes me want to lose a little piece of my soul. So what you think about that, Mom and Dad?